kiss me out of the bearded barley nightly, beside the green, green grass. Swing, swing, swing the spinning step. You wear those shoes and I will wear that dress. Oh, kiss me beneath the milky twilight. Lead me out on the moonlit floor. Lift your open head, strike up the band and make the fireflies dance. Silver moon sparkling, so kiss me. Kiss me down by the broken tree house. Swing me up on its hanging tire. Bring your flowered hat. We'll take the trail marked on your father's map. Oh, kiss me beneath the milky twilight. Lead me out on the moonlit floor. Lift your open head, strike up the band and make the fireflies dance. Silver moon sparkling, so kiss me. Kiss me beneath the milky twilight. Lead me out on the moonlit floor. Lift your open head, strike up the band and make the fireflies dance. Silver moon sparkling, so kiss me. So kiss me. So kiss me. So kiss me.
Someday, when my life has passed me by, I'll lay around and wonder why you were always there for me. One way, in the eyes of a passerby, I look around for another try and fade away. Just close your eyes and I'll take you there. This place is warm without a care. We'll take a swim in the deepest sea. I couldn't leave but you reach for me. Some say better things will come our way. No matter what they try to say, you were always there for me. Some way, when the sun begins to shine, I hear a song from another time and fade away, and fade away. Just close your eyes and I'll take you there. This place is warm without a care. We'll take a swim in the deepest sea. I go
6:30 a.m. May 29th, 1999. As the sun begins to peek across the tropical horizon, an air of excitement engulfs the beach town of Sabang. This virgin paradise, located on the northern tip of the Philippine island of Mindoro, is about to witness an event of titanic proportions. An international team consisting of 30 diving professionals representing 8 countries have eagerly awaited this day. Over 6 months of careful planning and preparation will be put to the test during the next few hours. Ever since the likes of Jacques Cousteau pioneered the first regulator, or underwater breathing apparatus, fearless daredevils have risked their lives in order to test the limits of man's venture into the sea. Many have perished. The stakes are high, but the team is armed with experience, bravery, and state-of-the-art equipment. Led by diving extraordinaires John Bennett and Chuck Driver.
So how are you feeling today?
Good. Well.
You're confident?
Oh yeah. Probably the best day we've had to dive in so far. Weather-wise, nice and sunny. Very little current expected. Average of visitors picked up, not like the last few days.
And what's the depth you're going to attempt today?
190 metres, 628 feet.
And how long are you going to be underwater for?
About 5.5 hours with air brakes. So just over 300 minutes, about 330 minutes, 320 minutes.
Fantastic. Well, good luck, guys.
Dives of such caliber have been completed before, but only within the relative safety of freshwater caves. Our team shall be the first to brave such perilous depths at the mercy of the open ocean's tidal currents. The Philippine Islands provide the perfect locale for such an expedition. Due to their volcanic nature, the ocean around the archipelago reaches depths of 600 meters just a few minutes boat ride from land. The operation will be based off of a specially built platform constructed specifically for this dive. The team's technical advisor, Tom Tom.
Okay. Good morning, Tom Tom.
Good morning. What a beautiful day for diving.
It is. Tell me, Tom Tom, why do we have those markers on the ropes for?
First of all, because all equipment normally can break down in these depths of water. And it's also so dark down there, so to find the markers we put the luminescent light here. As a safety procedure, we have the steel bar going across between the 2 descent lines. So if the divers have a negative buoyancy on the way down, they know exactly where to stop and put the badges for registering the record.
John, do you see any potential problems on this dive today?
No, Chuck and I have been training really hard for it now, so we're pretty much ready. Obviously, there's always an element of risk when you do a dive of this sort of level, but we've pretty much covered. We've got a really good team. Bruce is meeting us, the first mixed gas diver is meeting us in 330 feet, 100 metres, and he's going to look after us till we get to 78 metres, and we're going to switch to an intermediate trimix there. And then we've got Axel and also George. They're going to look after us till we get up to about 42 metres. So really we've got a team looking after us all the way. Once we get up a bit higher, we've got Simon and Lucy and Klaus looking after us. So really it's a team thing. It's not just one person diving, or 2 people in this case. It's the whole team that makes it safe. Once we're below, obviously 100 metres, we're pretty much on our own. But we've got a lot of gas. We've got a line and we've got big BCDs. We've got big sets of wings. So I can't really see any problems.
And how do you verify the dive?
We've got 3 ways. We've got Olaf, which is the commodore, I guess, of the yacht club. He's actually we're taking slates. You'll see these slates. We're taking these slates down with us, which we've signed and Olaf has signed, and we're going to actually clip them on to the bottom of the weight in a way that it can't be clipped on any other way, as opposed to actually going there and doing it ourselves. We've also got a measured line, which Tom and Axel measured, they stretched, and we've tested on numerous dives, and the accuracy of it is really quite amazing. And we've also obviously got a fish finder after all that. Plus, we have Nitex computers which actually rate our depth. They're the new ones from Dive Right. I'll let you know if they work, guys. These computers actually work to 200 meters, so we should have a good reading on our computers. And hopefully the old Aladdin style are meant to go fairly deep as well, so we'll check those out as well.
So you take more than one computer on the dive?
Absolutely, yeah. We're taking 2 computers plus a watch, and we're also a deep support are taking another bottom timer just in case. Obviously, with most computers, the NITEX is actually rated down to that depth, but with the Aladdin and with the bottom timers we're using, they're not, so we really don't know how they're going to perform. So shallower or a deep support are carrying spare ones, so once we get up there, we can switch to those if necessary. It's really the whole idea of this is just over redundancy. Whatever you've got, not over redundancy, but everything that you depend on, you should pay at least 2 of. Things like timers, pay 3. So they don't get in the way, so why not?
Great, thanks John. Good
No
luck.
worries. Thank you.
Perhaps the most impressive aspect of our team's plan lies within the nature of its members. Although all of the divers involved are experienced professionals, the motives behind their attempt are completely personal. As the frontmen prepare for the final checks, the importance of the support divers becomes frighteningly apparent. If any of the lead divers' 5 tanks are improperly placed, the results could be fatal. The support team's responsibilities are key to the success of the dive. Scattered along the ascent lines, the support divers ensure that John and Chuck are breathing from the appropriate tanks for the designated length of time. The risks at hand are tremendous. The team must strike a balance between the physiological needs of a land-based creature experiencing the tremendous pressure of the underwater world. The greatest danger associated with such a dive is that of decompression sickness. When the human body is exposed to the pressure of 190 meters, the air within the lungs compresses tremendously. In other words, at that particular depth, each breath contains 20 times as much air as a surface breath would. The surplus nitrogen absorbs into the tissues and bloodstream in liquid form. Therein lies the need for over 5 hours of decompression stops on the ascent. If the divers were to surface any earlier, the loss of pressure would bring the nitrogen back into a gaseous state. As if the body were a can of carbonated soda, surfacing too early would be the equivalent of shaking it violently. Millions of microscopic nitrogen bubbles would form in the bloodstream and invoke an excruciatingly painful death. As the team's most experienced divers, John and Chuck must face the descent completely unaccompanied. Their long-term friendship will face the ultimate test. As they challenge the mysterious depths, their faith in one another is the only comfort available. Never before has the buddy system carried such tremendous implications. Back on the surface, the tension builds. The support team can do nothing but wait. Yet an undeniable sense of trust can be felt on the platform. The team has no doubt that the brotherhood between John and Chuck carries enough strength to bring the diving pioneers back alive. A bittersweet relief overcomes the team as John and Chuck reach the rendezvous point precisely on schedule. Yet the celebration is short-lived, for the team still needs to monitor 5 more hours of decompression. Even at this point, the slightest miscalculation could make the difference between life and death. In mass quantities, nitrogen holds the ability to act as a narcotic element within the brain. At such depths, even the simplest task requires the utmost concentration. As they ascend to more reasonable pressure levels, the amount of nitrogen within the body diminishes and the dangerous state of inebriation begins to wear off. John and Chuck rely entirely on the support divers as they fight to regain full control of their mental activities. As John and Chuck reach the final leg of their ascent, the team's worst fears are confirmed. The tidal currents have shifted in an unexpected manner. dangling helplessly at 18 meters, the divers are incapable of fighting against the ocean's movements for another 4 hours. Action must be taken. Overcome by the early stages of panic, the entire entourage seems engulfed by chaos. Yet appearances can be deceiving. Taking advantage of complicated hand signals, the support team is explaining the backup plan to a nervous John Bennett. Attempting an incredibly risky procedure, the group has decided to move the lead divers from the stationary platform to a free-floating boat. Such a move involves John and Chuck releasing the descent lines and swimming freely to a tank suspended beneath the boat. Back on the surface, the support crew makes preliminary contact with emergency services to inform them of the situation at hand. As the current continues to build, yet another problem arises. In order to move the lead divers away from the platform, the team must wait until the oxygen stage of decompression is reached. Since the gas becomes toxic at depth, the plan must be postponed until the divers reach the 6-meter stop. Time is not on their side. The current continues to build as John and Chuck hold on for dear life. Down below, the situation continues to slip out of control. Fatigue begins to set in as the lead divers have been fighting current for over an hour. Extended exposure to the dry tank air is taking its toll as John and Chuck feel the burn of dehydration beginning to set in. Finally, the time comes to move up to the 6-meter mark, and the boat arrives in the nick of time. The moment of truth has arrived. Risking everything, John and Chuck release the lines that keep them attached to the platform. They are now completely at the mercy of the current. Yet they manage to fight their way to the oxygen tanks. Success! The worst is over. Now the only challenge is maintaining a steady depth without the stability of the platform. Clearly not a problem for a professional like John Bennett. Double-checking his computers to ensure a precise reading, he can't help but take a sigh of relief. The end is now in sight. From this point on, the team can sit back and relax. The support divers are positioned for backup purposes only. The rest of the journey consists of a peaceful wait for the necessary time to pass. John Bennett gives the team an overjoyed okay in congratulation of a job well done. Due to the team's foolproof planning, the final hours pass uneventfully. John and Chuck surface just after 2 p.m. All smiles, the guys bathe in the limelight of a new world record. Their final handshake is a testament to the brotherhood created by such a unifying journey into the deep. Always ready to test the limits, the team barely has time to celebrate before talk begins of the next attempt to push the borderline.